Friends, we have been talking about sex, lies, and betrayals, and my next guest, Roselee, says she is cashing in on her newfound fame on OnlyFans and TikTok. Roselee says pretty privilege is paying the bills, but when it comes to her relationship, it's causing a lot of drama. Please, everyone, help me welcome Roselee to the show. Yes! How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Amazing. So let me start off. What does pretty privilege mean?
Pretty privilege, all right. So I feel like pretty privilege for me means going out with my friends and having somebody approach me to buy me a drink, but I make him buy all my friends a drink too. It's not only about your looks. I feel like pretty privilege is also about your confidence and being smart as well. Like you could be pretty, but if you're dumb, then, you know, you have to be smart as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Listen, I respect it. So you have an OnlyFans account.
Yes, I
And
do.
I respect that as well. What do you actually do on your OnlyFans account?
On my OnlyFans, you can find pictures of me in a bikini, in lingerie. I twerk on my OnlyFans, but I don't do no nudity whatsoever on my OnlyFans.
Yes, get it. I like it. All right. So what kind of requests do you get on your OnlyFans?
I get all kinds of requests from men, but I only do whatever I'm comfortable with. But I have requests for pole dancing. I have requests for just random feet pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, that's me.
What is the craziest, strangest request you've gotten on OnlyFans?
Probably like men that, like my feet pictures. I don't feel like that's so crazy, but I've gotten requests that like men want me to like lick my feet on a video for them, and that's not something I'm too comfortable with. I'll send the feet picture, but I'm not about to lick my own feet.
Listen, I just love the fact that you are so empowered. You know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes it's easy for us to judge someone who might start an OnlyFans account, because I see the sort of the cultural conversation right now is like, if a young woman has an OnlyFans, there's something wrong, or like they want to slut shame her and stuff. And for me, I'm like, if you are making a choice and feel empowered to make money through your body, you know, I'm from a different breed, and I think it's important to say, kudos to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, do what you want to do.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Thank
seriously,
you.
I just want to let you know that.
Thank you so much.
What were you going to say?
I do get slut shamed a lot. Like,
sure.
There's comments on my Instagram all the time, like, oh, how do you have a boyfriend that's okay with you showing your body? But for me personally, I don't judge nobody at all. But on my OnlyFans, I don't do nudity. So I just feel like you're slut shaming me, but I'm doing things that you can see at a beach. Or at a pool. Like,
or on somebody's regular Instagram account.
Exactly, and they're not getting paid for it, but I'm making sure I'm getting paid for it. So what's the problem?
Talk about it.
What's the problem?
Talk about it. Talk about it. So, how does your boyfriend feel about this?
He's supportive. For the most part, he's definitely supportive. The only part that we clash heads on really is just the fact that I'm the breadwinner in our relationship is something that I wouldn't say he's jealous about. I don't feel like jealous is the right word for it, but it's definitely something that kind of makes him insecure.
Oh, beautiful couple.
That's my baby.
How long y'all been together now?
We make 4 years in November.
Oh, nice. Okay. And so, because I can tell already that you have a hustler mentality. You're going to, you know, part of your pretty privilege is that you're a hustler. How long have you been hustling?
So I left my house when I was 13 years old. I've had a job ever since. And just having all those jobs has really made me realize how much I hated working for somebody else. So I wanted to find a way where I could be my own boss. And I feel like that happened when I met my boyfriend.
Is he jealous of the money you make?
Yeah, I don't feel like jealous is the right word for it because he's still extremely supportive. But it does make us bump heads sometimes, whereas, you know, like, I bring in the money. So, like, I'm the one that's paying the bills and stuff majority of the time. But I want to say this. When we first got together, he was the breadwinner. But in this new era of social media being so powerful and OnlyFans and TikTok and it's just easier now for me to make the money. And I just want him to be okay with that. Like, it's okay. Because I feel like society and just probably the way he was raised makes him feel like men have to be the breadwinner in relationships. But if I don't have a problem with it, I feel like he shouldn't have a problem with it either.
Agreed. So why do you want to address this now?
Because I feel like right now is only the start of it. It's only the start of it. I'm only going to get bigger. And I'm only going to be making more money. So we need to dead this now because he is somebody that I want to be with for the rest of my life, so. Yeah,
I appreciate, again, like I said, that spirit of like, I'm going to keep conquering. I can tell where this comes from, and I applaud it. So I want to know, why does it bother you that she makes more money?
It bothers me that she makes more money than me because I grew up in a household where my father was the breadwinner in my family, and he worked 2 jobs, and my mom would be home cleaning up, cooking, all that stuff. But it's like the roles are reversed here in our relationship.
So you stay at home cooking and cleaning?
Yeah, I do that too. I don't have a problem with taking care of everything that needs to be done, but it's like I'm just not used to it because at first I was the breadwinner. And
Who pays when you two go out?
I pay, but I be using her card, and it's kind of embarrassing for me because it's like I don't be having the money like that all the time.
Yeah. Going back a little bit, she has an OnlyFans.
Yes.
Outside the money, how does that make you feel, and do you play a role in her OnlyFans?
I play a role in her OnlyFans because I take the videos, I come up with video ideas for TikTok or whatever she does, but I have to deal with the emotions of seeing her like that, and men like in her DMs like, let me see this, let me see that, and I gotta be the one taking those type of videos. So
that's interesting
because
I did think about the perspective of like the emotional toll it takes on you to take photos like this.
Yeah.
That's not just going to be shared between you two. Now it's going to be getting sent to other men.
Yeah.
So I want to focus a little bit on that. What is that emotional toll that it takes on you? How does it make you feel?
Sometimes it makes me feel like insecure because I'm like, in my head, like my mom will play games with me like, damn, if this guy could get this from her, like what else can they do for her with a little bit more money? But I know that's just my mom. I know she's not that type of person.
I would never do anything to disrespect
like,
that
it makes
relationship.
me feel like she's happy about, she's doing that, but sometimes it plays with me because I'm like, damn, she got to do this. She has to send these type of photos to different men in order to get that money, and I just get embarrassed sometimes about her posting it, or when she like promotes her OnlyFans on Instagram, all my friends see it. I don't know who else is watching it.
I just feel like sometimes you need to, like, and I talked to him about this as well, sometimes he just needs to train his mind to be stronger than his emotions. Because at the end of the day, somebody always has something to say about anything anybody's doing. Even if they're doing something good, people have something to say. So it's like...
With these emotions, is there mistrust, is there jealousy, is there envy? What are the things that are happening?
I just get insecure sometimes. I see men like showering their girlfriend with money and clothes and jewelry and all that stuff, and her birthday's coming up, and I don't really even know what I'm gonna get her for her birthday.
Yeah. So what's your biggest fear about Roselee making more money than you?
Like, if she ever gonna look down on me because I make less money.
Why don't you ask her?
Will you ever look down on me because I make less money than you?
I'm obviously not with you for what you could give to me. I'm with you because I love you. And because, like, I didn't...
Did you hear that and receive that? Because the thing is that I know there's a lot of outside chatter, and there's always going to be a lot of outside chatter. But that's why I want you to just ask her right now, because I think sometimes it's like, even with the outside chatter, you have to clear it out and just look at your girl and say, tell me. And so you heard her say, she's not leaving you for that.
And I know that there's always going to be people putting things in his ear. And there's, of course, I have people in my ear like, oh, your man should be the one making more money and stuff. But none of that matters to me. As long as what we understand what's going on, I don't care about what nobody else has to say.
Yeah. How does that make you feel knowing that he's like thinking he can't even provide for your birthday?
It kind of makes me kind of emotional to know that he feels that way. But I just wish that he understood that it's not about the materialistic things for me.
What is it about for you? Tell him.
I could do all of that myself. What matters to me is just having you there to support me. That's it. Like,
is her independence kind of intimidating to you? When she says things like, I can do that by myself?
I'm proud of her for having that, and I'm like happy that she's like that. But sometimes I want her to like lean on me for some things, and I know that she's. She be telling me the same thing.
I agree.
So
as fine as I am, I feel like he's super fine too.
Would you ever consider making an OnlyFans?
I be thinking about it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I don't really know what I would do on there.
I think he should do it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, a woman just screamed right now and said, make an OnlyFans. So,
because he's fine.
So clearly,
that's why.
But I want to know from you, is there anything that you want to say to your girl?
Say it with your chest. Don't be scared.
I don't really know what to say right now.
Yeah, that's no worries. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. One of the things that I wish that someone would have told me when I was younger is don't listen to what your boys say. Oh my gosh, I wish I would have heard that so much younger and understood it, because what she has mastered is this understanding, and I think it comes from the fact that you had to survive from an early age. You had to realize that other people's words may not matter as much because they might disappoint you. You're gonna have to be on your own. And I'm sorry that you had to experience that. And without knowing what you've truly been through, I can gather, and I'm pretty sure I'm kind of on the same page. But what you have gained is this sort of self-reliance and self-confidence. And I would just give to you to say, don't listen to these other people. You have a woman here who wants to take care of you. Listen, and not just take care of you. I mean, like, she's supporting you, she's loving you. Let me tell you something. Because how old are you?
22.
If somebody at 22 would have been like, here's my card to pay for a meal, I'd have been like, thank you. Okay? I'd be like, thank you. Right? The problem that we have in our society is we make these gender roles that start to make men feel like they're emasculated if a woman is taking care of them, if a woman is independent, if a woman is confident. And I think we need to destroy that. We need to take that away. You as a man and who you are as a man is defined by how much love you give, how much honesty you're giving, how much support you're giving. And you're displaying every single day that you are a great man. So don't ever define yourself by how much money you make. You understand? Because what I've learned being 40 years old is that sometimes you have money and sometimes you don't. And so if you define yourself by materialistic things, you always are going to play a game that you're never going to win. But if you play a game where you are showing yourself to be loving and honest and supportive, as you are doing, that game you're going to win. You feel me?
Thank you.
So take your boys out of it, because all those boys to you that's like, oh, you letting your girls do OnlyFans? I promise you all of those boys are paying for your dinner. I promise you. Every single one of them is one over here looking at your girl like, damn, I wish that was mine. They might not say it. None of them is judging. They're hating. They're jealous. And so what I would suggest to you is just work on that insecurity. Like, every day, remind yourself that you are a great man. I think that's the first thing. You clearly have a woman here who says it. Do you think he's a good man?
I think he's a great man.
See, you continue to be empowered, strong, be the boss that you are.
Okay.
All right, just know that I live for you and I respect you very much.
Thank you.
Yes,
I appreciate that.
You give it up for them, all right? Y'all gonna be all right.
Hold on, where you going? I'll tell you where you're going. Right here to subscribe and right here to watch more. Period.